Recently, I received some comments with questions about my drinking and eating habits when I run. So today, let's talk about whether you should eat or drink on your training runs. Recently, a couple of people mentioned that you never see me drinking or eating on my training videos. And I guess that's right. But the reason for this is not because I don't do it. It's mostly because I think it'd be a little bit repetitive if you see me drinking water in every single video. Maybe I should just make those shots a little bit more interesting. No, not like that. Like this. When I first started out running, I didn't used to eat or drink anything on my runs. If I would drink water, it would just swish around in my stomach, make me feel uncomfortable. I tried a piece of banana that they were handing out at a race once. The whole race, I was just burping up the banana. It was very uncomfortable. Tried gels also with a race, and I just timed it wrong. I wasn't used to using them. The brand was just wrong. The flavor was wrong. So after that, I just didn't drink or eat anything anymore. Now for shorter runs, this is fine. I can still run a 5K or a 10K without drinking or eating anything. But when it comes to longer runs, like a half marathon or even a full marathon, you need to fuel your body while you're running. And I had to train that. I had to get comfortable drinking or eating on my runs. And with drinking, I did that by taking some water in before I go out running. Then I would take some sips of water while I'm on my runs, which turned into taking some actual drinks while I'm running. Same with the gels. I found a brand that I like, found a flavor that I enjoy, and I started out taking it a little bit before I'd go out running, and then that turned into taking it with me on my runs. And now I'm comfortable eating and drinking while I'm running, which honestly you need for the longer runs. Whether I eat or drink and how much kind of depends on the time of year, the sort of run that I'm doing, and the distance that I'm running. During the summer, obviously, we'll drink more than in the winter when it's cold and go out running and hardly break a sweat. If I do an interval run or a fartlek run, I'll drink some water before I go out, but I won't stop for water stops on my run. If I do a short distance, like a 5K or 10K, I can go without drinking anything, but for a half marathon or longer, a water stop is usually a welcome break. I use gels and not just regular food before I run because I don't like to eat before I run. I don't like to have anything in my stomach, and I don't really have the time to wait before I run because I run in the morning. Now the gels I normally only take when I go on longer runs, and depending on how I feel in the morning, I might take one before I go, or I might just skip it and wait till I'm on my run. If I feel kind of hungry when I wake up, I take a gel before my run, because otherwise I know I'm just gonna run out of energy on my run. Otherwise, if I feel fine, I might just go on my run and wait till I get to about 15K before I take a gel. Now the reason for doing that at 15K is because I've noticed during my races that around 18K I can use a little bit of extra energy, and it takes a little while for the gels to kick in. So I do this at 18K, or at 15K, so that at 18K I feel that energy boost. If I would take it at 18K, I would feel that energy boost once I get to the finish. And when I run a marathon, usually I would take a gel or a jelly beans or something to energize every 5K. So when I start at 15K, at 20K I will take some jelly beans or something to energize. 25K I'll take another gel. 30K again jelly beans. 35, one more gel. Now I will stop for most of the water stops and drink water, but also Powerade or Gatorade, whatever they're serving during the race. And now that I'm used to it and my body can take it while I'm running, it's a great way to stay hydrated, get the extra electrolytes and that energy boost that you need to finish that race. Okay, so during a race, you'll have a lot of water stops, but how do you train this on your training runs? See if there are any water fountains in your area where you run at, and try and pass those on your route. Now I know not everywhere you're gonna find water fountains. I know my area has a couple, so I try and pass them by on my runs. When I was in Zurich, they were everywhere. I did my run there last month, and every street seemed to have a water fountain, so that was amazing. Now, if you don't have any water fountains, try and make your route in a loop around your house and stop by your house a couple times for some water. Park your car somewhere, leave a bottle of water in there. I know some people like to hide water bottles in the bushes so they can pass those by on their runs and have something to drink. You can also carry a belt that has water bottles, have a camelback, just carry a bottle of water in your hand. Just do whatever works for you. I guess that's the most important thing. Try and figure out what works for you and do that. If you're training for a half marathon or a marathon, you're doing long distance runs, you're gonna need to fuel your body. You're gonna need to be comfortable with that. So if you're not comfortable drinking or eating, make sure that you train this on your training runs. Try and figure out what works for you and do that. Now I hope you found this video useful, and if you did and you'd like to see more tips on running, videos about running, then subscribe to the channel. Until next time, get out there and run.